casting spell. Something like Nightmare Dreams or whatever in your bathroom.
Maybe.
He's not listening.
Maybe.
I'm coming.
I didn't need to know that.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
I have
New.
recurring nightmare in my. I took it out of the bathroom. It's in the living room now. I have an
Nice.
elephant in the
Nightmare,
bathroom. I have an elephant
Hey,
in the
look at that
bathroom now.
YouTube notification.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna convince the guys at well, I probably shouldn't say the game store anymore, but they have a whatever artist proof of the original Life from the Loam with like
Oh, that's
a
cool.
numbered one, and I was like, I want that. Sell it to me. All I do is play lands. Please sell me this.
Mother of goons.
That's what's up. Oops.
Real man's card.
Mom, don't do that. What are you doing, Steph? Never mind.
I don't even want to know where you were going. Thank you for stopping.
JB, we gotta start playing Pioneer more now that the new season is gonna be starting Pioneer.
I know. I mean, I went to the big tournament.
No, I
I had a
know.
lot of fun.
The big tournament, you say?
big tournament.
Yeah, the one you wrote notes for, and then Tony said nope.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was great.
get body, dude. Don't you ever come with? Don't ever come with me.
For
With,
once, I bring something, and you're like, nah.
don't you ever bring me a tournament
Actually,
report
fuck
ever
you.
again? All right, let's setting up the.
I gotta find a deck and like settle on it.
It's gonna be a flowing thing. Just if you
For
just
what?
pick Rakdos.
For
It's
Pioneer.
it's gonna be the most
Rakdos
expensive
is
deck,
good.
but it's gonna be the most one that you can tweak week to week if you're actually serious.
Yeah, I started picking up the pieces for it just because
Yeah.
I know sooner or later I want to switch
You're
over
gonna
to
have
'cause
to
it's
have
good.
it. Yeah.
It's just too good.
I wouldn't say it's like Jund, right? Back in like the day, you had to constantly tweak it
It's just
to
good.
shift to the meta, whereas everything
And
else is like
eventually it starts eating itself.
yeah. And then the problem is like right now, like if you pick White Weenie, right? There's not a lot of tweaks you can make to it to go towards the meta. It's just like okay, you just have these good matchups and then you have some horrendous ones, and that Jund because the colors that exist in the removal that exists and the kind of packages it comes along with, you just have so much versatility week over week to be like, all right, this week I need more Shieldreds. This week I need, pushes versus this.
Shieldred. Don't tell me I need that card. I forgot.
That's the big one. You got to get them now.
That card's expensive.
This is like the last.
Someone trade me Rens for Shieldreds, please.
Yeah.
You mean
I have
trade
them.
to Shielders for Rens?
We're
Yeah.
getting the
Sorry.
giveaway set up, so just bear
Yeah,
with
I got
me.
my 4 Rens for trade.
I should get a Shieldred.
Yeah, do it before it's too late.
I think 2 is probably the right number to at least have.
3.
There
I
will.
want one.
That's that's almost.
It's also
$200,
played.
or
It's
that's
played.
over
It's played in
$200.
Legacy. It's like you should just get it.
Kind of.
Just buy a box.
Yeah.
No.
I would do that. Hang on. What set did Shieldred come in?
Dominator
Dominator United. It's a cheap set actually. There's nothing else other than Shielded. It's also in this set and in the last set.
Yeah, in the last set. You
Actually,
could
not in
open
this
it
set.
up
It's in the
and-
last set. Yeah.
No, it's in both. Oh no, it's different
the-
Shieldred.
it's the big
Sorry,
one,
it's
yeah.
the original Shieldred. Yeah, but and yeah, all will
The
be. one.
Dragavans are gonna lose their stock.
Yes.
I don't think a lot.
I would be surprised if
It's
they
gonna go down
did.
to $30. Demon is gonna go down to Demonic Tutor price. This is gonna be the same price as
so?
Demonic Tutor. Yeah.
But it's like
Demonic
a
Tutor
4 of
also
it,
has
like a
way
million
more
modern
reprints.
Demonic Tutor is way more played.
Yeah, and
I mean, maybe I don't know.
singletons.
Every
sure.
CDH deck that has red has Ragavan in it because it makes
And
it.
they
And
need
every
4
black
versus just 1.
EDH has.
Every black EDH deck has.
Yeah,
a
but
Demonic
that's
Tutor.
1. So it takes 4
And it
EDH
doesn't
players
get
to
played.
equal 1 modern player.
Yeah,
Which I
and it
think
doesn't
is a
get played
pretty
in
accurate
modern or
number.
legacy or
Which
whatever.
would maybe, but also Demonic Tutor has way more reprints.
That's, but I mean, I understand, but like, I believe that it's going to fall down to like $30. What
I
was
mean,
the
maybe-
other one?
maybe.
Mox-
Like,
What
was
happened
the,
with,
was the other
uh,
one? The other
50.
Mox was like $80 before it was
I'm gonna guess 50.
an
Mox
artifact
Amber?
in yeah.
Yeah,
It was like $80 and now it's like $30.
that's fair.
Ragavan is gonna drop down to $30.
Okay.
Nah,
I
guess
want to
it's
say
50.
50, but you could be right.
Because Ren,
I don't
look
think
at Ren right now.
That's
You
different. That
guys
was
act
an,
like
that's
this
a,
set
that,
isn't gonna be open like fucking candy, dude. People
it's
are
gonna
gonna
be
open this
crazily
shit
open.
like this set's gonna be crazy opened.
Oh yeah, commander players are loving this.
Let's see.
Dude, I'm loving this set. This set looks really good.
it is a good
We
set.
should do like a paper player draft. I would draft this set.
Yeah, Rens are 45. What's a shield? Ren?
F that card.
Why? You want it?
No, I hate Ren.
It's one of those I'm actually gonna. I want to play it really bad in modern, but I should probably move it before I miss the boat.
How many subs are we up to? 193.
Yeah,
How the
190.
hell do you spell shield? Ren?
She old. There you go.
Got it.
Yeah, don't try to. It's not like shield. It's like shield.
Mhm.
Shieldred. Okay,
That was
let's
pretty
get
good,
the.
Tanya.
Yeah.
What is it? The Apocalypse or Whispering?
The 4-mana one.
What? Yeah, which one's that? Thanks.
What are the names again?
Apocalypse or yeah, it's Apocalypse. Oh man, that card's so expensive. No.
All right, dudes.
70. Isn't
We got a total of
Oh my
102 people in this. We're gonna start going.
Nice.
And guys,
I'm gonna talk about
Good
how
luck,
much I hate
everyone.
the cost of
98.
Shieldred
There's
right
a
now.
couple people I hope to win. I got told more people to come in. I
Who are
should
you
Oh,
probably
I
hoping to
tell
win?
people about it all the time.
number 40.
I'm hoping I win.
I think it'd be
snuck in
funny if
there under a
Alex
fake
wins again.
name.
Smart.
It'd be funny if either Alex wins again. That would be cool.
That'd be pretty good.
There's another dude.
If
Luke-
Alex,
Luke-
if Shankless
Andrew.
listening, screw that man. Can't win.
I don't think either of them actually listen to us. I don't think anyone actually listens to us.
Dude, there's like 100 printings of Shieldred. How is this card $70?
Because every printing is harder than the last
Four
one.
of and because it's a 4 of in Pioneer and Standard.
It's like a 3 of. I don't think anything was 4 of it. Grixis doesn't have room to in standard. And then there's that Esper Legends deck where it's just all. You remember the old Simic myth, or was it Simic or Bant Mythic? It's just Esper now. It's Esper Legends. They just
Yeah.
play all the legends.
Great. Mythic Bant was so good. You played nothing but Mythic cards.
Yep.
This card is on the chopping block.
Huh?
Said this card is on the chopping block cube.
What card?
Yeah, I can't hear you really.
Cephalid broker. So what I'm doing is I'm updating on Cube Tutor right now. I'm
Oh, okay.
updating my cubes to have the actual printing of every card in my cube, and I want to see how much my cube is actually worth.
Sure.
But this card is
Don't do
definitely
that. Don't do
It's
that.
definitely
All right.
why.
We got our winners.
Don't even think about it.
Congratulations,
on the
guys. We're gonna go over
chopping
those
block.
cards
Look, you can't-
quickly, and we'll get the cast started.
You can't sell the cube because like a lot of it's been like donated.
You can sell it.
Yeah,
It's
no one
yours.
wants a bunch of these uncommons anyway. I guess there are buyers that buy everything Magikarp, but I'm not taking 70% of TCG low for my cube. Fuck that.
Yeah, off that. All right, let's get through this raffle, and we'll just start firing off. Wah. Those of you that won, congratulations. We already pulled your names, and we're gonna go from there. All right. So Walter Sams, you got card number 51. Let's see what this is. Do. It's a foil Adeline Resplendent Cathar.
Dude, that card's so sick.
That was a good one. Nice. 52. Finara 82able. I guess that you got 52. Let's see what that is.
82
It's
got
a-
52.
Masterpiece in every pack.
You got a foil Mercurial Spell Dancer. That thing's hot right now. Try it out in
That's
Legacy.
the 2-drop one, right?
Yep. Profit Plays, you got 53. Let's see what you got. Foil Retro Border Entomb.
That's pretty cool.
That's a banger.
Nice.
That card rules.
I'm trying to.
Oh
keep
yeah,
up.
that's my alt. That's my pseudonym. You can just hand me that one.
Yeah, I'll try. Number 54 from Chef Manny. Let's get in there. You won a Mirror Reservoir. That card spiked.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a Mirror General now.
What
It
does
makes
do?
it makes all you can tap it to do something mirror related, but either way you can add 2 mana to spend it on mirror stuff. Number 55. which is Brush Knight. You have a non-foil but Phyrexian printed Nissa from March of the machine, or from the last set.
Non-foil Phyrexian printed.
Yeah.
So it's got
Timbo
the Phyrexian
Swaggins,
text.
you got number 56. Let's see what you got, buddy.
Glad I muted for that.
Yavimaya, the green Urborg.
Yeah, card's great.
Card.
I have like 3 of them.
Yep.
They're great.
Baloo 78. You didn't claim your prize from last week. Maybe this one will get you to communicate with me. We'll see. 57. You
Only
got
time
a
will tell.
foil Primeval Titan. I forgot where this is from. It's a promo though.
Isn't
an
that
older
the
one.
video game one?
It might be. It's from 2013. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Is it?
That would be the Magic 13.
All right. Nathan Burns.
To
You got
list of the
58.
Planeswalkers.
Let's see what that is. Bang bang. Whoosh. Ooh, a Shattering Spree.
Good card. Good
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
I played it for a long time in Modern.
Author Rugestein. I don't think you reached out to me last week either. You also as a repeat winners. They just don't want it. They don't want the cards. I don't know what they want to do. Let's see what that author.
They're just building it up.
Yeah, just
Hold
add it to the
on.
He
pot
got
for
a
them.
foil, or sorry, a Razor Verge Thicket alt art from the new set. And the
Oh,
last
full
one,
art.
Cristobal Balatukin. I'm so bad with these damn names. Sorry if I butchered them. You got
Dude, I
a
love-
foil Saw in Half.
Ooh, that's
nice.
really good for EDH.
That one's
That's a
fun.
cool card.
All right, guys. Thanks
Um,
for subscribing. If you ever want to get entered into the giveaways every week, you just got to subscribe to our YouTube. If you're not on there from a public standpoint, if your notifications or your subscriptions are not public, if they're set to private, I can't pull them. But that's your way to get in. We do this every week, and a lot of prizes have been claimed. So I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. So if you want in, we're doing this for the next 4 episodes. We got to find a spicy card for spot
Is this
69.
100?
No, this is
Ooh.
episode 96.
You got to get
Oh,
that
okay.
monkey card.
All right.
Monkey card?
The one where the 2 monkeys in the background are doing
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
I should get that foil. That might be like
Yes,
that might be
dude,
like
that would
$200
be-
bucks, just because the name.
Non-foil would be perfect, even though.
I guess. All right. We're gonna get the cast started here shortly, and
Oh, yeah. Talking about mispronouncing names. I loved it when you were doing your commentary and you couldn't say Constantine.
yeah, I just had to call him Con Man.
Con man.
Con Man.
The worst name to call someone. You con man.
It was making me laugh, so I just decided to go with it.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's right.
No,
you
people were
released it with
pumped about you
the
doing that.
commentary, Didn't
Hmm?
you?
Yeah,
What's
people were really happy about it.
The what?
Recording it.
And the commentary.
The commentary is good because it's just like live gameplay is hard to say. I was just giving my insight on it.
And like
So.
Constantine, I don't think he said it in anywhere. Well, you might have seen it, but he was like, "Oh, thanks for pointing out that because I totally didn't think about it in Game 3
You're
for
talking
one
about
of
the
his
Aether
sideboard
Spellbomb?
decisions."
Yeah,
Yep, the spellbomb.
yeah, that was a big one. I
He
talked
was
to him
like,
right after.
yeah,
The,
I didn't.
I talked to
Oh,
him
you
right after
did?
I talked to him right after the match about it. I go, hey, why did you board out that? Because
That's funny.
he's like, when I was searching for it, there's a saga. I realized I boarded it out. I was like, yeah, that's pretty brutal, man. Because that's what did you end? You had that win.
Yeah, you could have tossed that stupid.
All right, let's
Guy
get the
right
theme
back.
song rolling. Let me get myself.
Probably watch that finally tonight.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't know. I like Legacy, so I'll watch any kind of coverage or
Oh, yeah.
videos and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
yes,
I put some
I need
effort
more.
into it.
During
good.
quarantine, when me and Josh were doing those legacy FNMs on Discord,
Yeah.
the guy would always post the feature matches, and I'd always go back and rewatch them.
Yeah, I think I remember Elden Games or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like, yeah, something Vault Games or something like that.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was fun.
Played in a couple of weeks.
PLDs.
All right,
so,
you guys ready
Yeah,
to get this
I'll-
show started?
of course.
I was so surprised I reviewed everything this week, but I gotta get the theme song and 3, 2, 1 theme song.
So I don't have any write-ups this week,
It's
like
alright.
last week.
Well, I'm just gonna ship it right over to you right away because we're gonna talk about. Oh, here, let me do my stupid intro and then we'll go from there.
I like how Josh
Yep.
has a sticker over him.
What?
There's like a little on the YouTube. There's a little Paper Player podcast on your screen.
I should pull it. Why did he not take me? You took my picture down?
Oh,
it's
that's on me. I
gonna
just gotta switch you around. I can hide my face. That's on purpose. But all right, you are listening to episode 96 of Paper Player. I'm your host Tony. We're joined with a full cast today with Josh, Jeff, and JB. But before we get into the whole mess of your mom, which is the set name, let's the way to connect with us on socials. The best way to get a hold of us is obviously Facebook, Twitter, and/or Instagram, TikTok, Discord. If you ever want to get into the after show, we do host an after show after every episode. It's just Discord shooting the shit. I'll have to edit that out because I can't swear. And then help us grow on YouTube. Thank you for those of you that have been helping us grow on YouTube. That's much appreciated. We are trying to hit some serious numbers, and we're trying to grow there. So help us out. Every week we do a giveaway. If you want to get in, subscribe to our YouTube, make your thing public. But aside from all that, let's hit it to our roundtable of magic, which I'm going to defer it to Mr. JB.
I played Legacy, and I decided I was going to play the grossest, most terrible lands pile ever because it was like old school lands. It was playing stuff like main board. Wow, why can't I think of the card?
Mindslaver.
Yeah, Mindslaver.
Yep.
Mindslaver, Ancient, whatever that card is that puts artifacts. Wow, I'm having a hard time here.
Academy runs.
Yep, there you go. You can tell me all the cards. It's fine. I'll just describe them.
Yeah.
And you can name them.
I just catalog everything in my head.
See, I know them and then I forget them when I try to recall them.
Yeah.
But I know what they do and I can picture them.
Maybe you need to start writing footnotes, but if you do that, I'll just have to skip over you again like I did last week.
Fair. It was really funny because the list that I took from online was like a tournament that the guy has placed three tournaments total in his life, and two of them were in like 2011, and the one that he placed this with, was like a week ago, and it was like a 50-man Legacy tournament for $1,000 or something, and he came in first with it, and I was like, oh, I'm taking this list. It was 63 main board cards.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he had his three fun Z cards, which was Mindslaver,
Yeah.
Academy Ruins, and this other card that lets you play Mindslaver out of the graveyard or whatever.
Yeah, you get to loop them.
It's awful deck. I went down to 62 because I was like, I can't do 63. I have to do at least a little less.
That's why you lost. You gotta have. If
I
you're not
know.
going to copy the list, what are you doing?
Every single match, I had at least one game where my opening hand had a Mindslaver in it. I'm like, well, can't keep this.
Sure.
I'm looking so many times on Friday. It was unreal. Got smashed. Had a lot of fun. Never got to Mindslaver someone, which was a little sad. But turns out lands can still win by making a 20/20 and swinging really fast.
Yeah, that's your alternate plan of I'm just gonna clock you for one. Do you have swords pleasures? You don't, you die.
I'll actually just win. Okay.
Yeah, no more messing around.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
I mean, I had fun trying it. I will never do it again. But I have a buddy who is making a pre-Innistrad Legacy deck, and I will definitely be playing old school lands in that. So.
Guys, have you heard about pre-DH? How many more formats can we tangentially break off from Magic before everybody's happy?
I've only heard of it because of you.
Yeah, I know. I heard about. There's like articles
It's
on SG about it.
before the first commander decks, right?
Yeah, so it's all the way up to everything up to New Phyrexia, and then you stop there. So like truly like just standard sets.
Oh man, so I can still play poison.
Yeah, you can play Skittles.
And I can play. Well, I already kind of am building one.
Yeah.
You can play
Anyways,
Rafik.
I was about to say I'm building Rafik, so that's basically
Yeah, I mean,
that. A lot of it is mostly that.
you probably just missed like 8 new cards,
Mm-hmm.
but so what?
Couple new things, but whatever.
You get
It's fine.
you won't get to play Narset and all those nonsensical cards. No, Notion
play
Thief.
Narset and-
Yeah,
EDH, forget you.
you got to. It's
That's
like
boring.
it is the best because all it does is make
garbage.
everybody angry.
Which
I
card?
hate it.
Narset.
I want to start playing it more.
It's a free card. You just throw in there. All it does is stop the risk study player.
I just refuse to play cards like that if I'm playing EDH.
I mean, I want to build
Too
mono
boring.
white taxes, so like.
Yeah. All right, Jeff, you get any Magic again?
I've been playing a lot of League still, like messing around with Pioneer, trying to see if anything's worth like sticking to besides Rakdos. It's the
Yeah.
only deck I haven't played in a League. That and Mono Green.
Nice.
screw mono green. I don't want to play combo. But I've been playing all of them. Most of them go like 3-2. I've had a couple 4-1s. I did go 1-4 with mono white the other day. Like, just had really bad. Like, I played against goblins and then merfolk, and it's like all these other tribal decks that are just as fast and have like more removal than I do.
Gotcha.
So it was a little rough, but been enjoying it. Did a lot of practicing with Antonio with standard, so you could get ready for the RC this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's watching or listening, good luck, bud.
Yeah, man.
Take it down for
Antonio.
Wisconsin.
You got it easy.
Yeah, man. No
But
problem.
besides that, I got Resident Evil 4 remake, so I've been kind of playing that a lot.
Eating up your time.
Yeah.
Sick, man. Sick. How many times have you remastered the game? Is this the third time you probably bought it? Yeah.
No, it's only been. This is the first time it's been remastered. It's been
No.
ported
They've-
before.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
that's
supposed to
what I
say
meant.
ported
Okay,
it to
got
a
it.
bunch of things.
They did the
Yeah.
game. It was initially like on GameCube that gen, like PS2 era.
It was GameCube, then PS2, and then like they ported
Xbox
it to all the
360.
like newer
Got it.
systems.
And then now they've remastered it.
Oh, they're remastering another game that I like called Ark, which I don't understand why they're remastering that game.
I've heard of that game so
Just
many
for you.
times. But yeah.
It's
Josh,
just a survival game with dinosaurs.
Josh, you getting Magic again?
No.
Whatever.
Not at all.
Sometimes
That's
we
what- I have
miss
not.
the week.
I wish I like tried. I wanted to play with the Dan deck, but I didn't even sleeve it up. I haven't even seen Jim in like a week.
What's your spice
Yep.
for it?
But
The Dan deck.
I haven't put anything in it. I just have like the stock list that's on the article or whatever. But when I was looking at it stuff, if I did want to spice it up, I would put the Gomazoas in. I think that's cool.
Oh, so
I
those are
like
the
the
1-3s that return to your hand?
They're 0-3s.
0-3s, okay. I thought there was a bit.
And they return. No, they're 0-3s and they shuffle into the deck.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool.
It's the jellyfish and whatever it's blocking shuffle into the deck.
Yeah, those from Rise of Eldrazi. I think they are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember those.
I want to. If I were to spice it up, I would put those in there because I think those are cool and I like.
They are fun.
jellyfish.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
How many times have you put Flump into an EDH deck?
Oh, a lot.
So,
No, I don't play
I
white.
had, I had Jellyfish Tribal for a while.
so the only thing I did this week, I didn't play Magic, but I recorded a ton of games, which was I actually got a lot of enjoyment out of that. Oh man, my thing's not working. All right, that was weird. Oh no,
ain't working?
I think my computer's gonna freeze.
Uh-oh. Busted.
Oh no, we're good.
I don't know. I see your mouse moving.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. It's just asking me. Yeah. So I decided to for the next upcoming local legacies that we have, I'd like to do some recording of table matches. I'm going to be more selective next time. Last time was the first time me running it. There's some things I got to change and some stuff I got to add, but you can check that out on YouTube. There's 4 rounds of legacy, and we have some pretty fun matchups. And I do some commentary over it, and maybe next time we can do a tag team
I
commentary
was about
on
to say,
it.
let me know. I'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm all about it.
yeah, that sounds like more fun just because it's
Legacy
banter.
is my
Legacy
is my jam.
We'll have to figure out the logistics of it because there's from the game. I first have to. The process is a little much, but you have to prep the actual footage, and then you have to speak within the confines of that footage. Because if you speak more than that, it's going to supersede, and I don't feel like having to recut and pause matches. So and most of the when you actually like narrow down gameplay, like in matches of Magic, it was pretty interesting. Like round
Did
2.
you speed it up?
No. Nope.
Okay.
So it was 4 rounds of Magic within an hour and 48 minutes total, plus with all the intros and all that. But when you really just like, I anytime somebody mulligan, I cut that out. Like I just cut to where they cut. So if you take like a lot of the shuffling and in between in Magic, there's just not a lot of gameplay going on, to be honest. So that was I thought that was actually pretty interesting. I was like, this isn't that bad because
I thought it was nice. It was snappy.
yeah, that's what I
That's
wanted.
what I enjoyed about it. It was very much like because they do that. People do that for legacy leagues and
Yep.
or not legacy, but just leagues on MTGO
Yep.
for their videos and stuff. They'll cut all that.
Yeah, I didn't want any fluff. I just flew. Like I was like, all right, we're just gonna go through this, and then when it's like it's easy to do commentary on 17 minutes of footage versus like a 40-minute gameplay. You know, it's like where there's all that the in between time. So
So you cut the footage and then you talked.
yeah, so that way I
Gotcha.
I knew what my parameters
I
were.
mean, Couldn't you just do the same thing and then we would just watch it together over like Discord or something?
Yeah,
and
that's
talk?
what I'm
And
saying.
then talk,
Yeah, that's what the logistics are. So it's just the first round was rough because I was streaming it through Twitch, and Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi, so it's not great. So we'll continue to do it through Twitch, but I have to do a backup recording on top of that. So I learned that after round 2, 3, and 4, and that's a cleaner. But that was actually a lot of fun to do, and I'm looking forward to doing it more. So I might start reaching out to like random larger events and see if I can just set up my own feature table.
Apparently, there's a bunch of tornado
dude.
warnings going on while we were playing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was thundering really loud.
I didn't know there was tornado warnings. I knew it was like
we-
raining, but
yeah,
it
we've
was
had-
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we've had some weird weather. All right. Let's talk about moms, dude. Boom, boom, boom. There's really not much to go over other than there's just a ton of stuff. The entire set is released, plus the commander stuff. I'm not gonna look at anything commander wise, just because
There's too much.
this might be the first time I'm overloaded ever in Magic. Like I can't keep
That happened
up.
to me all the time.
There's
so
too
much
many
shit
like
happening right
abilities
now.
happening, bro.
No, it's not
Every
even
player
it's
has
not
to
even like a
figure out that.
mechanic standpoint. It's just like there's 5 commander decks on top of the spoilers yourself, on top of the multiverse legends. It's like, oh my goodness, man. Like,
Oh yeah, when are we doing that?
we'll coordinate it. They come out in a couple weeks, so they look nice. But I already went through that.
Damn, too bad Tony's not going to be in Minnesota. We could do it then.
All right, guys. So what I wanted to do for this, and this might be, so we've always discussed a rating system, and I think we've changed it 4 times, but I want to get what's called like a gut reaction or a gut rating from it, where it's just a rating from 1 to 100.
Nice. I like this rating system already.
And you just
What's
go like,
the
My
100?
first impression on a scale of 100. This is what I like to hear. This
Yeah.
is the rating system I've dreamed of.
so because if we do like a 1 through 10,
That's the best thing you've come up with.
woo.
No.
Yes,
So-
it is.
So if you do 1 through 10, the problem is when 2 things are 9s, but one's better than the other, it's hard to determine that. So you just go like, this is a 91, this is 55. You can kind of get, or like this is a 92, this is a 99. Like it's clearly one's better than the other. It kind of determines that. But I'm just gonna throw cards up on the screen. Things that I want to go into detail with. I'll read the cards, but I didn't get a chance to edit some of the cards into the presentation for this one. The one I think Jeff wanted to talk about, so we'll talk about that one after we've gone through these. But what I'll do is I'll show you the card, and then you guys give me a gut rating, and then I'll put what I thought on the side. But I put 3 different ratings. You guys can just do one initial one. I put a limited rating, a EDH rating, and then a constructed rating. So, and you guys don't have to do all 3. Just choose one. So, Alice Schnorr, the new one, white 2 for a vigilance. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals combat damage to you or opponent you control, that source's controller loses 2 life unless they pay 1. And then it's got white 2, sacrifice 3 other creatures, exile it, and then it flips into the saga that makes a bunch of incubator tokens, and then kind of goes through all that.
Real quick, you said combat damage. It's just
Busterino.
dealt damage.
Oh, okay. So it's when it deals damage.
69.
Hang on. So this card, I like that number. This card is Busterino, but then like upon second reading, you read that you have to sacrifice 3 creatures to
Yep.
Oh,
filter.
that's nothing, dude. I think this card's
I
at
agree,
least
it's nothing, but it still sucks, and like you have to like. It's
a lot of
something
creatures.
I looked over, and it is a lot of creatures. So I'm gonna go with like a 68.
Sure.
It's like a 69, and I owe you one.
Yeah, sure.
I put this around like an 80.
yeah.
Nah.
For limited, I think it's absurd.
No,
but-
unlimited, yeah, it's like.
No,
it's
I'm
way
talking
higher.
in constructed. I'd put this
Yeah.
at like an 80.
What are incubator tokens?
they
they're-
come in as
Those are
artifacts.
fake flip. It's like artifact clue.
Yeah, so it's
And
like
then
exactly.
it flips.
There you go. So they come in as like a artifact, and then if you want to turn them into a creature, you have to transfer them. You have to pay 2, and then they transform into however many counters. So if you incubate 3, it's an artifact that comes with 3+1+ counters, and then to turn it into a transform, you have to pay 2 to flip it. So there's something I want to talk about with the Shark Typhoon or even the Wrath of God that we'll get to later. But
Yeah, you can wrath and
You have
then
to
flip them.
say it's a creature clue, not an artifact clue.
There you
because
go,
that
yeah.
would be
either way,
redundant.
they flip into a thing. So if you have this incubates
are artifacts.
2 5 times, you get
Artifacts.
5 artifacts that have 2/2 counters on them, and then you pay 2 mana per thing to flip them. So they get, if you keep the incubator around and not flip it, you can wrath, and then those things won't be affected by the wrath. And then you can.
I mean, I
decide-
like the loopability of this card. I just don't. The backside's eh.
I gave it a constructed 30. I don't think it's playable, but
Yeah, it's bad
EDH is probably just
constructed.
medium, and then limited obviously a bomb.
Limited, yes.
I don't
It's a
think
Constructed rat.
3/5.
I
It's a
think this
4
one- it
drop. Like
definitely
this
reaches
outlives
that.
like so much removal in standard. Oh,
You're competing with cards like Shieldred. Who
Yep.
cares? You know.
There's just better options.
Yeah,
Right,
the other
it's
the other
I mean-
Elesh Shard's better.
like
other
this
Elesh
does
is better.
counteract Shieldred.
No, because Shieldred's loss of life.
Mm.
Yeah, this is when it.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So Shieldred's
damage.
yeah, and then also like this is competing for the force spot of Elspeth and the Wanderer, so you just don't have
Yeah.
anything there.
Yeah,
Right.
you just can't. There's just too many good cards in standard.
Thanks, Alex.
That made me laugh, Alex. Thank you. All right. Next card is the new Shieldred.
Shieldred.
This is black 3
again.
for a 4/5 menace, and then when it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. And then this one, you have to have 8 or more cards in your graveyard, which I believe is that 7 or more. What's the old one?
You're talking
Nimble
about
Mongoose. What's that ability?
It's
threshold is 7.
7. Okay, so it's one more than Threshold. You can exile it, and then on the flip side, destroy target up to target creature or planeswalker each player controls, or for each opponent. Each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards for flavor text, and then you basically bring all creatures from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. This one seems really fun for EDH, but maybe probably not good enough for constructed. It is a 10 mana thing to do, but it does ETB.
I also think its flip ability is very easy to reach.
Oh yeah, I mean this one doesn't take anything. You just have to have 8 cards in your graveyard. So or is it 8 cards in an opponent's graveyard? That's not that great. All right, I mean,
I mean, that's still not that hard to do when a lot of people are playing Reanimator.
yeah, I mean if you're gonna play Shieldreds, the current ranking of Shieldreds probably the Dominaria one, the old school one from New Phyrexia, and then this one. So like
Yeah.
you'd have to really like this one to go for it. But limited, this thing's gonna be absolute nuts. It's just a huge body menace, making people sack things that are not tokens, so they can't throw away their incubator tokens at it.
How many things are really good and limited?
Typically
On this
mythics
list.
are. No,
Yeah.
there's
Well,
some.
because they're just like
Yeah,
build arounds.
yeah. Urbrask.
Oh,
all right.
I'm so hyped. This Urbrask is actually good.
A second Burgie.
Urbrask is dumb.
Yeah, this
It's
one's
the best one.
Oh yeah, they finally did Urbrask right. So red 2 for first strike. Whenever you cast an instance or sorcery spell, it deals 1 damage to target opponent, and then you also add a red mana. Big deal. You can
This card is stupid. It turns all your red 1 things into cantrips or whatever. Or all your cantrips into.
so like your Manamorphose
More
also
easy.
now adds 3 mana instead of 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
And it's a 4/4, so it's a big enough body to live through Bolt.
yeah, so you can pair this with Burgie because Burgie already kind of did this with a mono red storm deck. That's like a 3 mana version of it, and the only difference is like it doesn't deal the damage, but it adds a red mana, but your mana doesn't empty through the phases of Burgie. So
Dude, and like the ultimate on the thing that goes until end of turn, so you flip it back and you get the mana from the cast spells you cast. Oh my god, this card is so good.
yeah, this
Yeah.
card is really really strong. So if there's a world that like Storm can just be pure red versus blue red, you're gonna probably try an Urbrask and a Burgie, but
And it's a 1 mana flip, bro.
I mean, you could get away with it with the stupid draw card, pay 1, draw card cards. Because there's already stuff that does like prowess weirdness with that. So you just do that
so
with like,
And
what's your
Phyrexian
payoff
spells.
spell? You just ping them for 20, right?
You just keep pinging them.
I just think of cards like well, obviously with Underworld Bridge it's degenerate, and that's banned in most formats, but like cards like Lava Dart dealing 2 and then adding mana after you flash it back.
I
it's
guess. Yeah.
that's the big
That's
one.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to try it in Modern, but
Yeah. So
I think it could see something.
EDH is probably gonna be fun. Constructed, if Burgie is like cube playable, I know like cube decks do play Burgie. I don't know if they're gonna play this Urbrask, but I mean,
I feel like
yeah, I gotta try this. Card.
Pioneer Burn, maybe.
Yeah, I think in limited this card
Because-
is not great.
It's 4/4 first strike for 4.
It's a 4/4
strong.
for 4. That's about it.
And
The rest
every
of the
like
stuff is-
removal
eh.
spell you play
That's why it's in like
ramps you and
Yeah,
deals
but
a
there's
damage.
like not a whole lot. Maybe you
Yeah.
have like 2.
So the downside, normally this card would be like an 80 for me in limited, and the reason why it's at a 71 is because a lot of the spells are relegated to battles, so there's
Yeah,
a lot
that's
less
true.
instances of sorceries running around.
Yep.
So, Which there's actually a battle on here that I think is really playable. That I think is going to be like the actual like, oh my god, this is why they made battles and this one's degenerate. But till then, whoops, there's already my constructor rating. All right, for what that's not for Rona, but Rona Herald of Invasion, which is 1 and a blue. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, untap Rona, and then Herald of Invasion, and then it's a looter, and then you can transform it for 5 into Phyrexian Black, and then when it goes to the other side, it's a 5/5, which is huge. And then whenever a source deals damage to Rona Tolarian Obliterator, that source's control exiles a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield under your control. Otherwise, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. So essentially, Obliterator effect of just like stealing your opponent's stuff.
What was the
I
historic?
agree, Salzabar, by the way.
What was the historic combo deck with
So
Mox Ambers?
yeah, so with 2 Mox Ambers, or with all Mox Ambers is good, but this card reminds me of Jace's Fringe Prodigy with better stats. Like this card was heavily played.
Yeah, but Vryn was better on the back, wasn't he? And you didn't have to.
It had a
And
flash
you didn't
card.
have to pay for him.
Right. This one works better with legendary spells because you get to untap it, and there's a billion legendaries nowadays.
I guess there's a lot.
So you're
Yeah.
like, and then Mox Amber is
this
a legendary
literally
spell.
fits into the Esper Legends deck
Yeah.
in standard.
It's just it's a strong looter, and then the flip effect's like, it's free. You know, like eventually I have nothing to do with my mana, I'll do that. But I gave it an ED. Oh my god, what did I do with my ratings? I gave it an EDH 71. Yeah, this happened. All right, next card.
Big mess.
Pylon, which has Convoke. Just destroy target creature or planeswalker. Surveil 2. It's an instant with 3 and a black with Convoke. So
This is a good card.
it's pretty
I
strong.
like this card.
Yeah, this is gonna be definitely
You're
I
gonna
wonder-
see it in constructed quite a bit.
yeah, definitely for sure in standard just because it's very good in like token
Tap out
strategies for
decks.
being free. It reminds me of cards like Snuff Out. It's clearly not Snuff Out, but yeah, it's
Or like Murderous Cut.
yeah.
Could
I
you
like
get
this.
away with this in like modern?
No,
was just-
No.
In like a Jund deck?
maybe.
No.
Where you're just playing a bunch of guys anyways?
But that means you can't attack with your guys.
This stops your DRC from swinging into something
Yes,
stupid.
and that's what I was thinking is like I will
Swinging
not
into a
lose my
Murktide.
DRC.
Oh, with the
Well,
Convoke,
actually,
sure.
But at this point, you're killing the Murktide.
Yeah,
Which
if
is
you-
fine, or you kill one of their planeswalkers, like a blue-white player's
I wish
planeswalker
it was
or whatever.
uncommon. There's
Yeah.
no reason this card couldn't have been uncommon.
Yeah, Surveil 2 is actually
I think that's
pretty good
why.
too.
It's
Yeah,
stapled on for
Yeah,
no
I
it's
think
reason.
that's
we gotta make
why
this
it's
rare. Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise,
Nonsense.
it would have been uncommon.
I give this card a 50.
All right,
I'd give it like a 60.
Yeah.
all right. Ancient Imperiosaur.
Dude, I love this card.
Jimmy
Heck yeah.
Power Gamer.
Yeah, so the green cards that people love to play in EDH in your
Heck
elf ball
yeah.
decks. So if you actually convoke the whole thing, you get a 20/20.
Combo Dreadmaw.
Yeah, so this is pretty big. I think in limited, this card is going to be an absolute house. Like it's going to come down to a
Oh,
10/10
yeah.
and a 12/12 a lot. And then when you look at like, yes, you have to convoke, but convoke's this strategy in this set, and there's a lot of tokens kind of floating around. So and even if you have to pay 6 for it for an 8/8 trample ward 2, it seems really good, man. Like it's just going to be a complete beating. And if you get the 10/10, 12/12 range, now you're just getting out of hand.
I like that ward is like a.
Yeah.
What, it's not evergreen, but whatever.
Yeah, just they're just
Yeah,
throwing it
it's
everywhere.
US
It's
I'm-
better than things just having strict like Shroud or Hexproof.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed from this set specifically, but they had like a lot of things that they didn't keyword for some reason, but they're just keywords like Yadara and the Kolga or whatever. That's just channel. It's the same as channel.
Oh yeah.
It's just the same thing. Like they did like a bunch of things where it's like, why did you spell it out? But I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to throw like 30 different keywords in one set.
Well, and a lot of time they do that because they don't want the cards to combo with cards that's like things that'll say like
If you've
channel
channeled.
cost. Yeah, they don't.
Sure.
That's why like certain things don't say surveil when like they are just surveil.
All right. Have you guys had the chance to see this card?
I have not.
2 mana.
Yeah, so
Huh.
it's a 2-mana siege, and when it ETBs, look at target
Exile?
opponent's hand, and then you exile a non-land card from it. It's basically Elite Spellbinder, but on a 2-drop. And
Oh,
then-
it's just
It's Elite Spellbinder.
Peacekeeper.
no, is it Anointed Peacekeeper? Yeah, same thing.
Well,
Elite-
Anointed Peacekeeper can name any card.
Eh,
So with with the Peacekeeper, it doesn't actually exile cards. Elite Spellbinder
Yeah.
does, and I know this is kind of niche, but there are cards that let you process. Do you remember from like Devoid sets?
Mhm.
So you can take cards from exile and actually put them in their graveyard.
Yeah.
And this effect's actually really cheap for white. Like white actually getting a discard spell at 2 mana, and it's also an ETB. So if you have a way to blink this, you can do this multiple times.
At the beginning of the end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn.
Yeah, so it's like it's a tokens, like a token. But
Ugh.
yeah, it's unlimited. This card's gonna be, and then you can
Ugh.
also sack it to give your creatures hexproof and indestructible to end of turn. So if you have a way
Mono white
to,
standard, mono white pioneer.
well, if there's also with this card, if there's ways to like sack the backside right and then bring it back like by like
There
sun-
is Sarah
like a-
Paragon.
yeah, so exactly like that or like a Sun Titan effect, like you get to keep kind of cycling that. So I just think it's unique because Elite Spellbinder was the first time that like white got like a discard spell. I know it comes at like a cost, but you know, you start targeting things, and it's not just, it's a non-land card, so you can hit like their 6 mana spell. Basically, when a card gets up to 8 mana, it's uncastable. It's the same thing, and then also slowing down other plays of like, oh, your shielders cost 6 now instead of 4. That's really, really. This is the Siege. I think that's the most playable.
I do like it a lot. I would put this around the like an 80 or a 90 even.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I don't know what deck wants it, and then how many blink effects do we actually have in white that target sieges? And I think it's just Flicker Wisp that I can think of right now.
Yeah, because Ephemerate's only a creature. Right?
Yep.
What about Eldrazi Displacer?
Does that target non-land permanents?
I thought that was creature.
It's probably
I
creature.
don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm probably bad in EDH. I think in constructed this is if a battles are gonna be good, this is the one. Just because it's got
Right.
a ton of
Oh, yeah,
stats
this
on
will
it.
see play no
Yeah.
matter. Like I said, it just slots into the deck anyways.
Yeah, it's got low attack too, so you can like bolt it, like in or like deal 3 damage spells to it, and just like, you know, alpha strike with your team, and
man.
then yeah.
Let's go in red white. Spellslinger standard.
So this is the out of all the other battles I've seen, other than the green X one,
It's
like
alright.
I'm actually unimpressed by all the battles.
I haven't seen the.
Well, it's such a low threshold. 3 is so easy to hit, especially if you're playing like white weenie stuff and you want to rip that card out of their hand
Yeah.
anyway. So it's like, I don't know, it's bonuses all around for a deck that wants to
And
be
it's-
doing that.
It's
Dude,
better
this
than an
card's
anthem.
nuts.
Oh yeah, this card is the nuts. So
Yeah, it is
white,
better.
white 3, exile all creatures, incubate X, where X is the number of creatures exiled this way. So
I love it.
this
So
card.
much better than depopulate.
It's super good.
So we had a card like this back in New Phyrexia or Mirrored and Besieged that was like white 4, destroy all creatures, make an XX Phyrexian Horror. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
This card's so I'll be honest. I think because the thing doesn't become a creature right away, and you can transform it at your will. You can keep it away from removal until you want to flip it, right? So let's say if you have 2 of these, and you Sunfall, and you make a 4/4 incubate guy, and then they reload the board with like 2 more guys. You do it again, and now you have 2 different tokens that are ready to flip and kind of like body them. I think that's
This
where those
is
cards
like
are.
a control player's like haven, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And then limited, obviously, these types of effects are completely usually with Wraths, you just kind of equalize the board, but the fact that you get a body after it is huge. Like, this card is going to be a groan test and a lot of groaning in limited. But I don't think it's modern, or maybe it's Pioneer playable, because does Pioneer, they play just Supreme Verdict, right?
Yeah.
Is there any
'cause
reason
it's
that you need to
uncommon.
exile? Is there, like, indestructible cards that you care about?
No.
Not really.
Yeah, there's the white 1 card that people play that's like Guardian of the Faith or something, where it phases your things out, so it does the same thing. It avoids both Supreme Verge and this, but I don't know if anybody plays like Reborn Defenses.
No, there's, indestructible really isn't a thing.
I didn't think so. I guess, does it matter? Does the Auras deck care about this card? Is there anything that makes the Auras like they can sack and?
No.
Okay, just wondering. All right.
There's nothing that makes them indestructible.
Ozolith. Oh no,
This
my
card's
moves.
meh.
Dude, this card's sweet. This is Hardened Scales for number 2.
Isn't the original
Yeah,
Ozolith just better?
this card's gonna be busted.
Well, this also has cycling for some reason.
That's true.
It's got cycling too, but
It's a bonus.
no, it's the same thing. Hardened Skills it reads the same. The only difference is this is legendary. So this is Hardened Scales number 5 and 6 for your deck. I don't think you'll play. Well, you can actually play 4 when they cycle. And then you can also use its ability by itself. So 1 in green to put counters around, whereas Hardened Scales after the fact is not very strong.
True.
Like this card, you can, like, if you have 4 mana, you can
Yeah,
play
you
it.
can
and then
move things around.
Yeah. So.
Is this enough to bring that deck back to modern though?
No, but Pioneer has Hardened Scales, and this might be the boost it needs.
I guess that's true.
It's a pretty big one. So, I think the card's good enough. I don't know, but how does this work with? Because Hardened Scales wasn't legendary, so when you have them in multiples, is degenerate, and so is this one. I mean, this is really just a question: is Arcbound Ravager good enough? Right.
Well, Arcbound's not in Pioneer.
Right, but in
Oh,
modern, you were
modern.
talking about it's if we're gonna try to modern, is Arcbound Ravager, is this gonna be the final
No.
piece of the pie?
I don't think so.
All right. I just thought I think it's gonna get a shot. I just don't know how good it's going to be, and Pioneer might need that piece because
I think it might. Yeah, it might be good for Pioneer. I don't think this changes modern.
yeah, because you'll have Hardened Scales, you'll have that snake, the 2/3 from Aether Revolt, and then you'll have this
The
card.
green black one.
Yep. So then you can go like green black tokens, and is there like an explore deck that could be looked at? Like because every time you explore, you put 3 counters on something, kind of deal.
I mean, you could run the 2-drop and the rare 3-drop.
Yeah.
They're in green.
Yeah. Well,
But are those cards like good enough?
yeah. There's not really good enough evolve stuff either.
Like what makes Ravager and so good at well, wait. Heliod's banned in Pioneer and not
Oh yeah.
Ballista? Is it the other way around?
I think it's Ballista's banned. You can still play Hanger Backwalker, I think.
Yeah,
I
but it
thought-
doesn't auto kill. It just makes.
Well,
Big guy.
with this is also an artifact too, so it's probably better for affinity. It being an artifact versus an enchantment, so you can go and sack it to Ravager, kind of deal. I'm curious on it. I saw it and I was like,
seems okay.
yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Oh yes,
Yeah, this card's
Dust
not.
Legion Duelist.
Is this the deck you're gonna build for Pioneer now?
The problem
Mono
is
white aggro.
the human aspect's too strong. The humans of Dust Legion Duelist, 1 white, 2/2 vigilance, and then whenever a 1/1 counter, whenever 1 more or 1/1 counters are put onto Dust Legion Duelist, draw a card. This ability only triggers once each turn. So it's your way to give you some reach in those decks to draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In standard for sure, it's 100% getting played because Siege Veteran already is in that deck, and then Luminar Aspirant is the cheaper version of that card. I just wonder
For
if there's
Pioneer, yeah.
yeah. This card's probably good enough.
Seems okay.
I put it at like 50.
Vigilance is nice.
Yeah,
in the middle.
60.
give it a 60. I gave it an EDH 66 because in EDH there's a million 1/1 counters coming around, and
66.
yeah,
Just another draw spell for white.
yeah. Even though they always limit white to 1 card per turn, only 1. Guys, you only get 1.
But blue, they can draw a bajillion.
Yeah. Tribute to the World
This
Tree.
card's actually pretty good.
Oh, this card looks great.
Yeah, this card is great. This is like an EDH 99.
Mhm.
Like, I don't see how every green EDH, every green creature based EDH doesn't play this. It just seems like you want to always have this card. Yeah, it's not once per turn either, and it works well with all of these cards. Glenalandra, Murderous Red Crab, Kitchen Finks, like all those things. So this is your persist bailout, even though we didn't need that extra card. It's just, I like the idea, especially with Glenalandra having,
love this card.
especially Glenalandra having the sack self, the ability to sack itself to keep bringing it back. I think that's where this card is. Yeah, but Tribute to the World Tree, green. So-
Reno.
Yeah, that card's sick, dude. It's really good.
The artwork is pretty cool too.
People are all talking about getting this finger altered to the middle finger. Because
Subscribe.
EDH's cards like the nut. Limited is probably medium at best, and then constructed, meh.
Yeah, like right in the middle.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
the
yes.
Jeff card.
Yeah.
All right.
Bloodfeather Phoenix.
Did JB die? He must have died.
but it's a red and 1 for a 2/2 flyer. Bloodfeather Phoenix can't block. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to an opponent or battle, you may pay 1 red. If you do, return Bloodfeather Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn. This is just Chandra's Phoenix.
Didn't Chandra's Phoenix go to your hand though?
Did it? I thought it went to the field.
I don't remember. Let me look that up. I think Chandra's Phoenix was like playable back in those days.
Well, yeah, it was like a 4/0 for a long time in standard red.
I could have swore maybe it did. Chandra's Phoenix.
I thought it went to the field. It could be to your hand. 'Cause
It's
it
to
was
your
also-
hand. Yeah, it's to your hand.
Okay, so yeah, this is just a better version of it.
Oh yeah. It comes right to the battlefield, and then again,
Yep.
cards like Lava Dart bring this from the graveyard. It's just these are cards that
Red Arclight.
this is like all the arguments to can we bring back Faithless Looting so we can have fun again, like with these kind of cards, you know.
Yes, dude. Oh my god, please just bring that card back.
But yeah, just another thing with Lava Dart. So Lava Dart's like I love that card exists in
Okay.
Modern because it just gives so much ability to do stuff.
Now to think about it, Faithless Looting would be terrible for Modern because of Dragon Rage. It'd be way too easy to go like turn 1 I have a 3/3.
I'm okay
Or
with you
turn
having.
2.
You can have a Wild Nikado. I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me. People already do that. You know.
I
it's-
guess that's true.
I just it's more it's the DRC problem is more that with every instant sorcery the surveil like tacked on. Maybe if it was like limited to surveil once per turn, it might have been a fix for it. But the fact that you go like bobble bobble bobble, it's like okay, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I
Get
still
too
think
wild.
Mono Red Phoenix. You could play this with Arclight and it'd be fine.
Yeah, there's a version they could definitely do. You're just missing the
Yeah,
like
Bedlam Reveler. Whew,
that's the card that's like the
I
finisher.
love that card so much.
That way you can get these out of your hand because they're kind of dookie if you pay them on 2, but they're not the worst because you can at least go like on your setup turn you can go like turn 2 this, turn 3 whatever, and then
Yeah.
you're like all right, I'm going all in. Awful in EDH, probably great in constructed, medium in limited. It's just like a medium 2/2, like still good stats. You're gonna play this in your deck, it's just not great because you're not gonna be able to trigger it. All right, this card,
Yeah.
deal 20 in standard.
Yeah, please subscribe.
So this goes with that Ozolith card that we revealed earlier because the backup does give counters and you're able to add an additional counter. So maybe there's like a red-green version or whatever kind of version that plays backup. This card's fun. I want to do the one
Red.
shot of getting the you take 20, and I'm sure people are going to screenshot the hell out of this in Arena. And then
Oh yeah.
yeah, that Yargle is I can't believe that card's rare. It's got so much power. 18 is a ton.
I
It
still
dies
think
for
it should have been an
Bedlam.
uncommon.
It feels like it should be.
I think it
It's
could have been
l-
an uncommon.
Yeah.
It'll
can't-
it'll eventually be an uncommon in some like Masters set or something.
Yeah, they'll downshift it for sure.
It'll
It's
eventually
like-
be an uncommon.
If you can make 1/1s every turn, this card does nothing.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing going out. It's just here's the cheapest stat. Like, I mean, 6 mana for an 18 power guy, right? It's like, what else?
How
What else
long-
do you want?
We need a vanilla 2020 now. We haven't had it. We're getting so close.
Yeah. For the memes
they do it.
constructed.
They could do that in 10 more years.
This
It
card's
should be 60. It should be 69 for constructed, 42 for EDH, and 00 for limited.
for limited. This is. I mean, I play this in my.
We're
limited
not
18.
talking about Yargle. We're talking about the red card.
And
Okay.
100 for limited.
Yeah, the red card. Fair enough. We'll try that.
420, 69, 100.
This card, dude.
This
ooh.
card's busted, right?
Yeah.
This card's like best card in the set, arguably, right?
Yeah, it's really good. Like, it doesn't give you enough indestructible, but you do get hexproof. So like, it's pretty sick.
Good point
Versus
about
like,
it.
it's you and your permanence control, right? Get hexproof. So it's like,
And you
an-
prevent all black and red sources.
yeah. So it's anti-grief because they can't grief trigger you anymore. It's anti-fury to protect your guys. It's anti-solitude to protect. It's got like so many applications against the elementals. It's not even funny. The
It stops endurance from targeting you also.
yeah. Or endurance, does it target you or target a graveyard? Does it target opponent shuffles their library? It probably is.
I think.
Yeah. So either way, it's like a white. So like Hammer Time wants it's like all day because right now they're playing versions of like Spell Pierce. You can just go mono white, and this has got to be like an auto include versus like every Fury deck ever.
Yep. Just instant protection from getting blown out.
Yeah, I mean, it's also nice because like, I mean, the hexproof art's like really weird about it, but like, if they're gonna anger the gods, you're like, okay, whatever. The downside is like, it doesn't get around the Brotherhood's war or the Brotherhood's end because that destroys your artifacts, and there's really nothing you can do to stop that. Because you just
Yeah,
get
'cause it
extra.
doesn't target or whatever.
Yeah, but again, the elementals are so huge in that format, and being able to like go turn one like set up and then later on make sure you don't get hit by grief is pretty big. Like, oh, nice grief, you just 2-for-1 yourself. So it honestly feels like Veil of Summer, but for white.
Take off the red black thing, and it should say draw card.
Yeah. Okay. Close enough. All right. Baral and Karizev. So 1 blue, red for a 2/4 with first strike and menace, and then whenever you cast your first instance or sorcery spell, each turn you may cast a spell with lesser mana value that shares a card type with this, without paying its mana cost. And then if you don't, create a Ragavan, a 2/1 legendary monkey red pirate token. It gains haste until end of turn.
Oh, you don't have to get rid of the token anymore.
No.
Because the original Karizev did.
So in Pioneer, we have Treasure Cruise. What are the best?
What?
Yeah. So, obviously, this is where Delve gets degenerate, is with this card. Because you can go Treasure Cruise into stupid Nexus, whatever you want to call it. At insert 7-drop spell.
Nexus of Fate would be insane, yeah.
And anything, right? Like, Dig Through Time's still legal, right?
In Pioneer, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Both of them are.
yeah, so
And they're both 8 drops.
I guess it's the world of what's the 7-drop that you can find that you'd like to try to cast. Because, I mean, your first 2 turns are going to be all setup, right? Setup. And then you're like,
Yeah.
Karizev, Treasure Cruise, Emergent Ultimatum. You can do any of the ultimatums work with this.
Emergent's the one where you look at the top 5 and put permanents into play, right?
Something like that.
I don't think that one's good enough because like you got to load your deck with a bunch of stuff to be able to like play your Treasure Cruise for like 1. So like you're gonna end up like looking at 5 cards and be like, okay, I have 2 lands.
What's the
Dude, Cruel Ultimatum.
Well, you
if only
can't.
It was
Yeah. Because you're right.
Yeah.
You have the Jeskai one where it's deal 5, you gain 5,
Yeah, that
you
would-
deal 5, and draw 5. Like, it's
And
pretty
just
sick.
keep setting it up.
You're like Treasure Cruise, draw 3, then draw 5, and like remove something. Is that too cute? Is there any of the other good?
Wait, why
ultimatums?
wouldn't you just play the
You can do Emergent Ultimatum too. That's the one where you
Is
pick,
that the one where you search?
yeah, for 3 different monocolored cards. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. Because then you can just go grab the 15/15.
You do whatever
Or
you
your-
want, man.
Yeah.
It's paired with ultimatums. I'm sure there's other spells. I don't know all of them like that. So I wish I did, but I don't. Man, the new ultimatums versus some of the old ones. The old ones kind of sucked. There was Cruel Ultimatum, and
Cool is the only good one.
yeah, the only one that was constructor playable. That was fun.
No, there was that one that was played in the Tybalt's Trickery deck.
Yeah, that's the one. Emergent Ultimatum.
Emergent, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the newer ones.
So you can set that up. Like you still play that. I just don't know what the 3 permanents you're gonna go grab are, but or 3 monocolored cards. You can
Did
go
you
grab.
ever play the
Nope.
Naya one, Tony?
Titanic? I did. I never. I
I
never.
was about to say,
I
I
never
feel
resolved
like you
it.
had to have.
I love
I
that
played
card. I
it in
never
my
resolved it.
sealed pool for the
Yeah.
pre-release for that set.
There wasn't a time in my life where I ever resolved. I wanted to resolve that card so bad and never had the opportunity.
It's so bad.
It's pretty good. If you
It's
resolve
good
it,
if
you
you
win.
resolve it,
It's
yeah.
probably a bomb unlimited +5/+5 first strike, lifelink, and trample. I don't know how you lose that game. Like you're just like, all right, I'll tap out, and my team. If you have 2 creatures, it's like 10 damage coming through plus first strike, lifelink. Come on, it's so good. But all right, Galta and Mavrin with Sorin the Imperious Bloodlord. Can we call this deck Sorin Intel?
I'm
I
down
like
with
it.
that.
I mean, it's the biggest vampire you can put into play as of right now.
How many vampires? I feel like vampires were always black in
Ugh.
color.
Yeah, they were. Well, they were white.
Well,
when
and white.
They
in the
came
Shroud.
white.
I
yeah,
guess,
Not,
yeah.
They were. Well, they were red in Innistrad. They became white on Ixalan. That's where these cards come from.
There was white vampires in Innistrad
The second time
You're-
around,
the first time.
that's red black.
Are you sure? Wasn't there that two? I thought there was
It's
the two.
it's
drop.
white blue spirits, it's white blue spirits, blue
Oh,
black
yeah, yeah.
blue black zombies, red black vampires, what's the
Green
next
white
one?
humans.
Green white humans, and then there's one other type. What's
That
the
was all the lords.
red green werewolves?
Yeah.
Those are the
yeah.
5. Those are your archetypes. The second time around, they became white, but this is the first time that Sorin for 3 mana that you can put a vampire that's a 12/12. This is good enough for Pioneer. It's a show and tell kind of effect, right?
I think it is. I mean, what kills Galta and Pioneer that people play? I guess.
Everything, but
Yeah.
it's it good enough to go like turn 2 Sorin like after a mana dork, right? Like you make it like green black and you go turn 1, whatever, turn 2
Yeah,
Sorin, and
elf.
then put a 12/12 into play, and then obviously when it attacks, it's going to win, right? Like because you create a tap creature. That's XX green dinosaur where X is
Oh, that's 24 damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Like-
swinging on turn 3 for 24.
So this deck will play a lot like Greasefang, where it's a setup deck, but like, is that good enough? Like you
You
just
only
go.
need 3 cards to do the kill swing on turn 3.
I mean, even if you hit them with once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I love that.
Oh,
they're
never
just
mind. You
comfortable
can't swing.
putting
It
these
says
giant
among
stats
other
on decks
attacking
now.
creatures.
What was that, Josh?
I love that they're so comfortable putting these giant stats on creatures nowadays.
Yeah, I mean,
This set in particular has so many giant things.
yeah, I mean, like I said, the deck name of Sorin and Tell. That's what I want. I want to try it for Pioneer. It feels like an Abzan deck.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
It's like a funny combo deck.
yeah. It's just gonna play like
And you get-
Greasefang, right?
And you get Veil of Summer and that new white Veil of Summer.
I mean, whatever colors you're gonna go into, I'm sure you can make it 3
thought-
colors. But the goal is
I
not
thought-
to cast Galta, right?
Right.
No.
The goal is to get a Sorin, drop it, then follow it up with this 12/12 or whatever. What's the next best vampire you can get? Because typically the vampires are pretty small, like they're not that great.
Right.
You could play this and then cast old Galta for free.
And then
Or
the
for
next
what,
turn,
2?
so, I didn't even realize this. The next turn, so you can minus a Galta, and the next turn you can give it a +1 counter, and then against Death Touch, Lifelink. Come on, like that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is where I'm curious because, like I said, I think it will play Greasefang. Maybe it's just terrible. I don't know, but like nice fatal push because all the red decks they don't. Is anybody playing like hard removal anymore? I don't think so.
Red Black plays like 1 or 2 Dreadbore.
Okay. Halo Forager. This is like my favorite card of the set. I think this is the card I want to try the most, just because you have these 4 relevant spells. I want
What
an
about the best one, bro?
What's the best one? Balance.
The white one, balance.
Restore balance.
Yeah.
You do that.
You know those posts we were talking about?
Oh, the border posts.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder when they're gonna reprint those, man. I've been waiting on those for a hot minute. The other ones, but I know we talked about this a lot last week about Halo Forager. It's like a snapcat. It plays like Arcane Proxy, except it doesn't need to be cast. It's an ETB, and such like it probably goes best. This card is probably gonna be a 2 of in Living End, and then Glimpse of Tomorrow. I can't imagine it not being a 4 of, right? Because that deck wants to just cycle through.
Yep.
To get as many Omnath triggers on the stack as possible to kill your opponent. And then Crashing Footfalls, probably not, because you're not going to go into Sultai for that. But there are 5-color variants,
Yeah.
and
I
then
was gonna say a lot of them are 5 color now.
I was just wondering if the Rebirth of Ancestral Visions is good enough. It probably isn't, because right now we just lack a way to get these cards in your graveyard effectively. That's not through I mean, I guess you could try like a Shardless Agent deck plus Halo Forager and just play Visions and Crashing Footfalls and don't care which one you hit, but then you end up with a ton of those spells. And if you get away from like Teamer or whatever, you end up in if you don't play ready, you lose Bone Crusher Giant, which is just like a card you don't want to lose, but alright, I like this card. Whoo, Ooh, the sick reprints. All right.
Yeah.
So these are the multiversal legends. We talked. I think we saw these
Awesome.
last week, but we had Elishnorn. They did the original Praetor cycle and that Ichor. Everything is from like their homeland and whatever they're playing, where they decided to like this specific art style. It's got Skithiryx, Atraxa, Niv-Mizzet Reborn, Bruinclad, which is a weird one, I guess, and then you have Kroxa, which is from Theros. Is also, I don't remember what that card is. The Slumbering
From
Isle.
an EDH deck.
Is it? Okay. Then you got Ragavan, so Baral and Saran that come in that.
Dude, I want that Saram so bad.
The styles of those look really cool. I just think people are upset that these were supposed to be
I
artifact
don't
relegated.
care.
Yeah. All 10.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
All 10 of the companions are printed with the new updated template that you put them into your hand versus putting them into play. R.I.P. Luris, R.I.P. Lutri, R.I.P. Yorion. R.I.P.
The other one, the Fox.
The Fox, yeah. You can still play that in EDH. You just can't play it in Legacy. But, yeah.
And vintage, right?
I don't think you can play it in Vintage. I'd be flabbergasted if it was still legal, but I don't know. You might be able to play it in Vintage because they unbanned Luris in Vintage because you can play that now. It isn't just infinite Black Lotuses for the rest of the game. Kenrith looks really good. The Return King.
Yeah.
Thalia, we already talked about last week. That one, who cares? We've had a million of those. Harabi, and then Lathael the Bounteous Dawn. That card's really sweet, actually. I didn't realize that was a card.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Maro's teasers. But that's it. What we got for show? Hold on. What was that card that you wanted to talk about, Jeff?
It's the red 2-drop.
Mythic
I don't remember
Spoiler.
the name.
I'll find
I'm
it.
looking it up in our chat real quick.
I can pull it up.
Because
over
I think
here.
this card is going to see play in like a lot of formats.
Yeah. They also made a card for Josh called.
Kenra Spell Spear.
This is going to be Josh's new card.
Which one?
Halo Hopper. Just an artifact frog that has Convoke. That's it. All right. What was that card's name again?
It's
Is it a red drop? Or is it...
red 1 with a Phyrexian blue ability. Here it is.
Pull it up.
Kenra, Khenra, Spell Spear.
It's got to be in the uncommon section. Oh my god.
It's an uncommon, yeah. You can sort it by color.
Never. I'll never do anything easy. Here we go. All right. 2/2 Trampler with Prowess, and then you can transform it for a Phyrexian blue and 3. And then the other side, it's Trample, Ward 2, and then has Prowess, double Prowess. Yeah, this card's probably good enough. It's definitely constructed
think-
playable.
I was trying to think of what in Pioneer would play it. Part of me was thinking maybe the Ironclad, like it's another option instead of going wide to go tall.
Oh yeah, just get a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as you're going wide, you're also making a really giant guy with Trample and Ward.
Mhm.
I don't know. This card just Prowess made me happy. I like double Prowess ability.
I think what I got frustrated with this set a little bit is a lot of the cards, like, you can only transform them as a sorcery, and I don't know why that annoys me.
Agreed.
I don't know why that annoys me.
It's probably to stop from like, I go to kill this. All right, I'm gonna pay 3 and 2 life in response, and now you have to ward 2.
Yeah. So, dude, last week did we talk about Atali? I think we did, right?
Which one's
Yeah.
a Tali?
That's the one where it ETBs you the
It's
exile.
like-
and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, combo.
So you get the
Yeah.
cascade of your opponent's.
11.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think this card is going to be
blink
like.
effect.
I think this card's going to be like soft banned in EDH like within the first 3 months. Like people are going to get really sick of people playing their spells.
Oh, agreed.
Right.
Nobody that's why I want to play that artifact in Legacy where I can play my opponent's lands.
Yeah. Milton. Man, I'm
People
just
get so mad when you touch their cards.
Yeah, I don't like it either. All the invasions are here. I think so. Last week we talked about the invasion of Fiora. I thought it was just choose one. You can choose both. I didn't realize that. That
The
card.
black one?
Yeah. That card's way better. I thought it was you had to choose one, like Crux of Fate. This one's like way sicker. This is Josh's favorite card of the set, which was the shuffle your library as many times as you want.
That's not what it
Heck
says.
yeah. Dude, I read that so
That's
wrong
such
when
a
I
good
first saw
one.
that card. I read it. I was like, what is this magic?
I think it's from the commander decks, but I was like, why would they say shuffle as many times as you want? I read it the same way
I
the
don't
first
know.
time. I was like,
I
oh.
was like, what is happening?
I'm trying to find the battle.
I will
for
shuffle
Lorelei.
3 million times,
Or
and
Invasion
the
of
game will
Lorelei.
never end.
You like these lands with poop holes in them?
What?
There's just like little poop holes everywhere.
I don't see any.
You're not sharing it in Discord,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
and the YouTube is like 30 seconds behind.
My bad. Let me share my screen the good way. All right, there you go. The poop holes.
Yeah.
Lands are lame. I don't know. I thought we all thought from this that there was gonna be a rare land cycle, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Did they not do an Invasion of Lorwyn? I thought they
They
released
did. They
art-
did. It's minus 13. No, that's the. They did an Invasion of Lore, and that one sucks.
I
That
just want to see the art.
it's just elves running from it. They did a really bad job on it. They did Lorwyn dirty. They did the Shards of Alara one is near and dear to my heart. Double Cascade. I will be trying to do that in EDH so goddamn bad. But where's the Invasion of Lorwyn? Breach the multiverse. B. God, why can't I find it? It's not multicolor, is it? The Invasion of Innistrad is actually pretty good. It's flash and minus 13, and then the other side's just flavor text, I guess, if you get the chance to do that. Yeah, I don't know where the Invasion of Lorwyn is. I'm off it, but I don't know. This set,
No more.
When Invasion of... Oh, God, stupid pop-up.
yeah.
When Invasion of Lorwyn enters the battlefield, destroy a target non-elf creature an opponent controls with power X or less, where X is the number of lands you control. And
Okay.
it's 6 mana with 5.
It's a big deal, guys. They got to my Skittering Surveyor. They fractionized it. Damn it. They've really gone deep, boys. They did it. All right. So after this set comes out, we do have the Aftermath that's going to show. This is the first time that we're ever going to get like a really small thing. Oh, there's
You think...
more, huh?
Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't even notice.
Whoa. Oh, really? Dude, is this all in the set?
Yeah. These are all in the
Holy crap, that's a ton.
spot.
I didn't realize there was this many. I thought I covered all of them. Jury? I have
No.
no idea what this card does. Anyways. Wow. Wow.
Wow, wee wow.
Dude, there's a ton of cards. What? Oh, yeah, this is the one that Josh hates the most.
Wait, they released a second card from Aftermath?
Dude, I can't believe they did that.
Did it? Yeah. They made
Dude,
people
I'm
mad.
so happy.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's super ugly.
We
They-
got a.
they did it twice in this set.
card for Aftermath.
They keep throwing this card in sets. Could they just knock it off? That'd be great if they could just knock that off. The original Yargles in here too. Whoo. Oh, they got a cool fin. I didn't even realize he was in this set either. Okay.
That's his second art like that.
Yeah. The showcase for all these guys, all the team ups. Did they reveal any other relevant team ups? I don't think they did. Like, cause
We got the Commander one with Ragavan.
yeah, that one's stupid. Like that one, I'm like,
Isn't that the second Ragavan team up in this set too?
yeah.
Isn't there one in the normal?
Yeah. They also have jumpstart cards, so don't forget about those. Which, what the hell? If any of these are playable, I hate. Dude, I'm gonna do my early Christmas wish for this year. In 2024, can we just not have jumpstart anymore? I'm so over that goddamn product. I hate it. It is the least
Agreed.
interesting product they come out with. Here's all your team up cards. I don't think any of these are too degenerate. Oh, this set's gonna probably have to deal with planar things too. The planar dice.
Yep.
I will say this: when we do a commander fight night, I'm not going to be happy to play.
Why not?
Lane
I-
chase.
I hate playing Jace
Why?
because I can't read it. We'll have to do it like digitally.
Because Tony hates everything fun.
Oh yeah, they also came out with 5 Planeswalker auras, which
Yeah.
could be degenerate.
The only ones that are okay are blue and black. The rest suck.
The red one's actually pretty good.
This black
Nah.
one's the nut. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It said blue and black. Those are the
-3.
Whoa.
two. No, it's not -3. That's a lie.
It's -3, dude. It's right here. This is it. It's black for -3. Put all creatures from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control.
No.
It looks that could be -5.
That's an 8, dude.
Yeah, why'd they do
It's
3?
probably-
That is
Probably,
100% -8.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
when I
you're right,
originally
you're
saw
right.
it, I was
Says
like,
8.
-8 makes sense.
Yeah, that's the
-3
original.
would be insane.
I was like, damn, this one's sick.
Literally every planeswalker ever could just do it immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna living in now.
I'm gonna play Tibalt and
Yeah.
-3.
You know what I was really surprised they didn't do? Maybe this is to prevent confusion. I'm surprised they didn't do alternate styles for these battles.
Hmm.
Just to make it really hard for everybody to learn.
Oh, that'd be so good. I think
probably
that's why they didn't.
didn't.
Oh yeah, that's a good move on them. Oh, what the hell is this card? Is this gonna get banned in EDH? Okay, sure is. Infernal Sovereign. Skip your draw step.
Play a
Flying
land
Trample.
or-
Yeah. Lose one. Okay. All right. All right. Anything else you guys want to go off on this set about? Probably not. There's too much commander
Nope,
stuff, dude.
I don't care.
I can't see what the hell's going on.
Call me when things actually start making impacts in formats I play, and then I'll care.
You got to look at your commander nonsense for that, which they probably have.
You think I play Commander?
Oh, sorry. Legacy. That one staff is like playable in Legacy. The Thrun staff.
Yeah, in like a meme deck.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. And your boy Geist St. Traff and Rem Carlos are teamed up. You cool with that?
I don't even know who Rem Carlos is.
Nobody knows who he is. I just like to pretend. Oh, this card's playable. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller incubates X, where X is the mana value. All right, maybe not that playable. They brought a Titan back. It's like a Grave Titan, except way worser.
And Brimaz.
Yeah, Brimaz. I think we already picked our colors for this. I'll have to review the show
Yeah.
that we did that already. Target player draws 4. Will of the Planeswalkers. For each player votes Planeswalk or Chaos. If Planeswalk gets more votes, Planeswalk. Whatever that means. And then
It's
if
referring to Plane Chase.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you're right. There you go. I forget. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? All right, dudes.
Horseman's back. Horsemanship.
That's the big one. Herald of the Hoofbeats for all the MLP players.
Other knights have
Yep.
horsemanship.
You MLP fans out there, we finally threw you a bone. Come on back to Magic. Whatever y'all doing out there. All right, Josh, hit him.
There's so much magic cards. Mushrooms are better than beef. Is Wednesday, my dudes.
That's gotta be the
That's terrible.
That's gotta be the worst take I've ever heard in my life.
No way, I'm a vegetarian now.
Just like a
You're
vegetarian.
just wrong.
To
I'm,
tell
I'm,
everyone he's a vegetarian.
I'm okay that you're a vegetarian. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's more so you're just wrong.
Yeah.
I don't.
You
I
didn't, you
like
didn't
mushrooms.
give up.
I
you
really
didn't-
do.
You didn't give
Mushrooms
up
taste
beef
good,
because it
I think.
tasted bad. You gave up beef as a health choice.
Do you have anybody in the after show? Probably not. No. Since we've gone to
Also why I'm not a
YouTube's,
vegetarian.
I was like, it doesn't seem like a
I
job.
do like mushrooms better than I like beef, though.
I don't know,
I was
man.
wrong.
That's really wild to me. I don't know why, because mushrooms,
They're good.
I like
but
them
I
on
wouldn't take
top
them over
of.
beef.
I like them on top of my steak. I like them on pizza. Stuffed mushrooms have always been too. I've cooked them poorly and I haven't done a good job on it, but they've always kind of sucked. I've never like desired those things. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Beef is. You must have grew up on too much manwich or something for you to hate beef this much.
Man, which?
Sense.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure that was his brother's gamer tag on 360. Actually,
Manwich?
Yeah.
All right. Now that we're-
$350 for 10 Dandans, foil ones.
Good, more power to him. I'm glad. Now I get to
For
actually.
10 foil ones.
I actually get to sit down and read this set now.
$35 a piece.
Because earlier I wasn't able to like read it because they like recently dropped it and I haven't had time to look at everything. So I'm gonna scan to see what's the best and come up with my top eight comments for the set. This has got to be on the mothership, right? This releases in 2 weeks. That's a really
Yeah.
long time.
April 25th.
That's kind of boring. No, I
It's
gotta,
like the weekend before the MagicCon, I think.
oh, that's actually not too bad. Let's see what's going on in Legacy. Oh, Blue White Control. Something I'll never play.
Yeah, this is the one that I just built. All set up, ready to go.
I found my Days and
All in
Dunes.
Japanese.
Yeah. Arena Rector. What is this putting into play? An Ugin?
All right, gents, I'm gonna head out and go
See-
eat some dinner.
See ya.
See ya. Yeah,
If
it's
you
just a
wanna
helm
play some
combo deck.
Pioneer at some time, let me know, JB.
Yeah.
Divining Oracle.
Let me see that lands list.
I love this style of deck.
I hate it.
I like that they're
So
just
boring.
Divining Witch.
I've seen that card played in pre-modern.
Sometimes you just let's
What's
see
that lands list? Hey.
Uh, Where?
In that
You know
list.
which lands it is. It's got
got the blue stuff, the good ones.
the
Yeah.
Ottawaru. Yeah.
It's missing the really good one though.
I can't believe they're still playing Punishing Fire. Get
Dude,
outta
I was
here.
talking to Ollie about this. It was like I might be cutting that and just getting rid of Grove and playing more Taigas. I might have to get 4 Taigas.
I just don't understand why they're playing it. Like, what deck would
Doesn't
you want?
kill anything anymore.
Well, it's actually. I take that back. It's sick against the blue white. Sorry, against the Orion.
Yeah, I was about to say it's good against
Ooh. The
death
problem is
and taxes, and that's
they,
it.
they play 4 wastelands though. Like, it's just not.
I know, it's-
well, I
it's
guess
tough.
you're a deck that brings it all back. You don't care.
It's still tough.
Yeah.
Card kind of sucks. I think it's just in there because people don't want to get rid of it. Sooner or later, the main like lands guy will stop using it, and then everyone will stop using it.
Nah, that's probably good. Is this one Espresso is illegal? Nope, this is the
No.
new lists. Oh no, it is. This is. Oh, I need the last 2 weeks. See what's going on.
Go to the qualifier.
No, I like to look at live events because I think that's a better representation.
I guess.
Reanimator with Atraxa. Atraxa is just the nut. The card's so good.
Mhm.
Grizzlebrand's down to 1. Ooh.
Yeah, you only need 1.
Death and Taxes. And I like playing Ephemerate in this list. So, like, I guess you. So, if Death and Taxes wasn't as popular, you probably would stop playing Punishing Fire. But Punishing Fire literally gets every card in this deck. Like, they can't beat a Punishing Fire loop. Yeah, that's probably why you play it. Alright. And then Painter.
Painter. Mono blue and mono red.
Mono blue one's way worse. Painter.
Says you.
I could build this deck. Nah, I take that back. I don't have paint. I always say that and I forget I don't have painters.
I was about to say everything except painters.
Yeah.
Painters.
Tarmo waves are $18 for future sight ones. Holy shit.
Worthless.
Yeah. Canadian threshold. Oh, look at that, Days. I want to play this deck so bad. I just don't want to play Yorion.
You don't want to play 300 duels?
It's not even that many.
Oh, this one doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, it plays 4 Guys Cradle, so forget that.
Why? What?
I don't
This is
know.
a bad list. Go look up other ones.
Why is this a bad list?
Because it's playing 4 guys cradles. That's terrible.
It's pretty good when you just need to tap 1 land to get your natural order going. Especially
The
because
problem is you have nothing.
you
Nope.
have 4
You have
birds.
4 birds and 4
noble-
nobles. That's it.
On your, yeah, that's at your 1-drop. So then this card, Fiend Artisan.
I can tell you right now, old school did not play Guy's Cradle. And they played that same setup. 4 birds, 4 noble.
Yeah. Green Sun, Once Upon a Time, and those became bulk real fast.
I just really like it because there was a list. That list that I got that 63 card set from.
Yeah.
That tournament was nothing but old decks. It was like Canadian Threshold, Ant Combo, lands with take your turns over and over.
I can't
It's
believe
great.
I can't believe this list is playing Abrupt Decay. Oh,
What does it get?
Abrupt Decay?
Uh-huh.
I just can't believe they're playing it. Like, it's just really surprising to me. They're just gonna forever play these style of decks. They're just easy. Like, so easy to play. You're just like, I'm just gonna tap out to play Icefang Quaddle. I'm gonna tap out to play Baleful Strix. Okay, can I
Tap
cast
out deck.
can I cast a Lurin? Alright, cool. Also, I love playing Snuff Out because that card's like all sorts of fucked up.
Good.
Snaring Bridge out of the board. For what match? Honest to God, what match? What match do you need Ensnaring Bridge for?
Elves. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah. Was Elves a bad matchup for us? With
Yeah.
double play engineer? I don't think so.
Well, yeah, you're bringing that and the bridge.
And you have Snuff Out. I don't like that these decks play Surgical.
Thoughtseize.
Yeah,
Why?
I like Thoughtseize main. I hate it in the sideboard.
Surgical is really good against all the.
Reanimator
Reanimator
bullshit,
decks.
Yeah. But you have 3 main deck endurance. What the fuck do you care?
I was about to say, Lands does the same thing. I've got 2 endurance and 2 surgicals.
Mainly, it's like with the Learn deck. I want
I
to find
got 3.
with
That
the
Death
Learn,
and Taxes list.
yeah,
3.
with the Learn, I want to find a way to shore up my matchup versus Death and Taxes because it's like a deck.
So that's the problem is, in Legacy, it feels like you always have to concede to one thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I understand. I will be losing to this. I may have slight sideboard tech for it, but the match is never in my favor, so I will not dedicate a ton to something that I'm 30-70 on.
I wonder if Pernicious Deed is worth playing versus what's that card called? I mean, I like this list. It's clean, simple. Keep a high basic count so you don't get color screwed out
Simple
of.
and clean.
Let's see what this guy did. 67th at Legacy at home. All right, that's not too special. They all play this Aether Channeler, which this card's sweet. So this is the weird version of this deck, where you gain infinite life
It's dumb.
instead of killing them with the Aceract.
Which makes no sense.
I mean, it makes some sense. You just gain 2. You just go, I'm going to go infinite life with this and this. Like, I'll just go here. And this is the version that gets to play Recruiter. And then you get to also get, like, this is a banned version. That's all. You also get access to Caracas. It's pretty good. But yeah, you just go, instead of, because with Uro and the Cavern Harpy, you can't go infinite. But I guess with this card and Aether, I guess this card and Aether Channel make infinite 1/1s too. Cause you just,
Yep.
Okay. Maybe I'll try the banned version, because then I get access to Swords of Plowshares, which is just like so good.
Super good, yeah.
I might try this list. You just lose the draw card. What the hell is the card called? Baleful Strix.
Yeah, Baleful.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Sylvan Library is like aggressive. I would not be playing that card. And this
How does
one-
it work if you brainstorm on your draw step?
Let's read it. At the beginning of your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. If you choose to guard in the turns, draw on this turn. So if you draw a step on your upkeep, right, you have to call a judge. Because it's referring to cards drawn this turn. So if you upkeep, draw 3 cards, and then put 2 cards that aren't the ones drawn, and then draw 3 cards off your draw step in a Sylvan Library, you now have 6 cards you can put back. Does that make sense?
Hold on. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so if you've drawn 3 cards, and of those
So you
3
have to
cards,
put them all to the side.
you have to have a judge come over. It's bizarre, but you go like, okay, I brainstormed, right? So I'll draw 3, and
When would you want to do that?
to be a prick.
Is that it?
That's really all. Like, there's like you have a Sylvan coming while you brains. Like, I guess you would want to do that. Like, let's say if you have a Sylvan trigger on the stack, right, and your opponent goes Hull Breacher, you're gonna go, okay, I'll respond with a brainstorm to dig for a Force of Will. It's like the only like interaction I can imagine that you'd want to do that. It's like super niche, very random, but in that case, that would be an opportunity to do that. Aside
Or
from
dig for like a swords or something. I don't know.
yeah, and you're looking for something to answer the Hull Breacher, so like that way you can get your Sylvan trigger too.
Yep.
I'll respond with a brainstorm on the cast trigger of that. Okay. Didn't find Force. Okay. No. And then that's the only time. And then most people are just going to play it where they just look at the 3, but you do have option to be like, I like those 3 cards, and these other 2 cards I drew off brainstorm. But like, if you really think about it, no, it could be random. I don't really know. It's fucking random. See, whatever you're putting back with brainstorm is probably the same card you're putting back with Sylvan, right? Unless you're just gonna eat the 8 damage.
Yeah, and then you just get to draw a shit ton of cards.
So this list of Valyrian, just it's more white based, so you lose a lot of the creatures, but I guess you have closer like a blue white. Saturday 5K. Hello. Shardless Agent. Yuck. Why Shardless Agent? 3 once upon a time instead of Thoughtseize? Kind of like that. Do you have to reveal off the once upon a time? Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah, you always have to because it's a specific card type.
Allura is such like a... I'm an EDH player, so I built this. Because it's like, I just got to get 1 additional trop and you have the deck.
And some fetches and all that, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Artisan Order. This is what Juan should be playing. Yeah, Juan should play this deck.
I mean, it's like halfway there.
He's got the man. Oh, never mind. 4 by Guy's Cradle. Such a beating, man. That card is.
This deck I understand because you have Crater Oath.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Ooh, Stoneblade. Oh, baby. Main deck
Terrible.
back to basics. Gotta love
Yeah, just
it.
like the old school main board Blood Moon.
Oh, none of these actually even play Umazawa's JT.
3 Jace. Oh my god, get this list out
It's
of
got
here.
counterbalance. You need a brainstorm every turn.
This deck sucks. 3 Jace main is terrible.
1 Volk, 1 Tundra, basics. Cheapest deck ever. If you want to hit him with,
Cheapest deck.
you want to hit him with,
$2,000.
I mean, I love playing this deck because back to basics is the shit.
Yeah. I gotta order my Japanese ones.
Yeah.
I need 2.
I also like playing Cephalid Breakfast, but as soon as people know what you're on, I don't know how this deck has any resiliency.
Yeah, I know, because don't you just lose when they go, alright, I'll get your thing?
Well, I mean, you
In
can
the
the whole idea is you resolve Teferi first, then combo.
Yeah. But if you don't, you lose.
Yeah, of course. That's most things, right? It's just demanding that they beat you with that. Storm, Omni Show. I can build this deck now. That's pretty nice. No Ancient Tomb in this list. That's super interesting. Seagate Risk. Dude, what is this deck? Show and Tell. It was like just creeping back up just ever so slightly. What does Seagate Restoration do?
Draw a bunch of cards.
Okay.
So you just get to play for free off Omniscience and win.
It also plays Eureka. How cheap is that?
That's
card?
crazy to me. I don't know why. That card's like $1,000.
Is it
That guy just wants to flex.
Yeah, it's just from Legends, huh?
That shit's like $1,000. 600, but still. Legit, this version sucks.
Just so upset.
Purely because of that.
Death Shadow. I should take that. Death Shadow is the cheapest deck.
Yeah.
You just need one underground.
Force of Wills.
Yeah.
Hymn to Turok. Woo!
Gotta love it.
I love that card. No one's playing Veil on the board anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to play Mono Black Pox to
I
make
haven't
everyone
seen
mad.
goblins in a minute. What are they doing here differently? They always get random shit all the time. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, create a 4/1 black seal to warrior with
Just
mass.
to get aggressive.
What the fuck? They always do
If
weird
you can't
shit.
combo, you can get aggressive and win.
Sure. Are they even trying to go combo? I don't think they are. They're just like a Muxus deck. Like, I'm gonna draw Muxus dough.
Well, if they don't play Kiki Jiki, no.
I like that
That's
all
how
these
you know.
decks play Twin Shot just because his channel is stupid.
Yeah. It's a free card.
Man, these decks look
One Pyrokinesis in the main.
Like, it's just like
I
what?
swear to God, every Goblin player cheats. They just automatically have Lackey on turn 1 every time.
Yeah. Well, the deck without Lackey. If you don't have turn 1 Lackey, you just mulligan. Do not keep that
Yeah.
hand. That is the fucking
Yeah.
rule. If you decide to
It's
keep that
real
hand,
bad when you don't.
yeah, you just auto lose. If you're okay with losing, then yeah, do that. So hopefully next week we can talk about something more substantial. It's not spoilers. Well, I'm glad that Alurin is getting some love. And this is the list I would play. Just instead of Once Upon a Time, I'd play Thoughtseize main. I don't really care for this card. And then it frees up 3 more sideboard slots for whatever the fuck I want to do. Also, Thoughtseize is just like so good to play against like decks that are playing Swords of Plowshares because they're basically gripping that card as hard as possible to try to win. Let's see what's going on in Germany. Jeskai Staff Control. Is that new Staff of the Storyteller? I like this card a ton. Yeah, this card's sweet, dude. Humility. I love that card too. Jeskai Staff Control. Your 4-color control bullshit. Ant. Haven't seen that one in a long time. Bomberman. This is the one of the decks I was trying to build for a hot minute.
I have no idea what it does.
All you do is you loop your Lion's Eye Diamonds. You create infinite mana, and then you loop what's that card? Because for 1 and a white, you
Ballista.
yeah, so yeah, it's Ballista. You name it. So you just get like I'll make 2 trillion mana, and then I'll reanimate. Or you can't get a Ballista back, but you can do what's called get it back. You can hardcast like a card to go find whatever you need to go get, but essentially you just get 1 billion mana, and like you can play cut to ribbons with it, or is there a card that goes in tutors for a Ballista? I don't think so. Huh. This is one of those decks. Rainbow Depths. Don't you play this shit? Ooh,
I had the cards.
they play Not of This World.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, their cards are so tits.
It's just a free counter spell when you have a big guy.
Like, oh, nice.
You're like,
Swords
oh,
Blazers?
you're gonna Swords
Swords?
of Flush here? Nah.
Nah, not this time, fucko.
Actually, I have no lands and one creature. You lose.
I own 2 of these. I own 2 of these staves. That's like when you buy like collector boosters and shit. You just get random of these fucking cards. Like you just these random legacy cards that you need.
You say you need, but it's in like I've seen it twice.
That's brand new. It's like new tech.
I'll look it up. Search it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Staff.
No, just hit search. And then go to legacy. And then type in Staff of the Storyteller. Hit it. Alright. You've got
Land still's a big game. Like that. Let me see what's going on here.
you got 9 decks in the past month.
That's pretty good.
Not really.
For a brand new card?
Uh,
I was playing this dog shit.
I thought you said you love those kind of cards.
No, that one I can't. That one takes too many words. I don't like it.
Dude, everyone's playing Minsk. It's crazy.
Oh, it triggers off Minsk and Boob. Okay, got it.
Yep.
That's fine. That makes way more sense now.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's playing Minsk.
And you can't. Oh, this is on. I guess this is on MTGO. Minsk and Boob is fucked up. Fable of Fear GQ. Dude, I gotta get mine from fucking Taylor. Mick
Oh, I forgot to
Winsauce.
ask him.
So
Fuck.
Mick Winsauce. He's all. Dude, this guy. If he's playing it, it's probably good.
Nah.
That's the guy that has like 50 legacy trophies.
Yeah, but he ain't Tony Scapone, so why do I care?
Okay, maybe I'll try this deck.
I want to see. Can you search his name in there?
Fucking 4 Tundras. Ugh.
Tony Scapone. Oh, I love
Player?
it.
How do I spell it? It's Tony. Let's see if I. There, here he is. Storm.
Hell yeah! Look at this
Storm.
guy.
He also plays on the LDL. The Epic Gamble. Ooh, this got Bergie in it. This deck's the shit.
Oh, he streams on Twitch.
It's got rules. Tony Scapone.
Holy shit! You can see what he looks like. Here,
Oh, look at me.
it's you, Tony.
I'm right here.
What?
Look at me. My name's on here.
Tony Colati.
Yeah, I rule.
Oh, at Eld. Yeah. 'Cause they used to post lists. Here's what he looks like.
White stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this
How
is
are you searching this? Anyways.
player.
Oh.
Win a volcanic. This is all my legacies. White stuff.
Oh yeah, I got my own. I'm in the Elden bullshit too.
Let's see if I'm in anything from modern.
Low depths.
Probably not, but we can try. Nope. Pioneer.
Oh.
Nope. Nope, nothing else. This is from. I can't believe I'm in.
My only 2 posts are with lands. What's this?
for volcanic, buddy.
Who the fuck beat me?
I did not win this tournament, by the way. I was the #1 seed, but I did not win this tournament.
That's funny. I love when it gets screwed up like that.
Yeah, my first round I played against
Skillless Delver.
yeah, I played against this deck. And they had
Yu-Gi-Oh?
They had 3 Dread Knight. Couldn't beat them.
What does that do?
It's just Death Shadow. We were able to get. That's why my deck's called White Stuff. Because they just entered them manually.
What is this from?
This is from when I played at Citadel Games for a winner took a Volcanic.
Mmm.
And I was playing mono white. And yeah, they just played Dread of Night and I just auto died. I was like, I can't beat that card. Because
Funny.
what was I playing? I don't remember this list exactly. Yeah, I had at the time I had no way to beat it. Yep, no shot. No way to beat that card. Council's Judgment out of the sideboard. What's it called legal then? This is 2018, so Battle for Zendikar. The Zendikar set wasn't out with Skyclave Apparition yet. I have no idea what's going on in Standard. I never look at it.
God, I love MTG Top 8.
Oh, Shieldred, the old $80 Shieldred. Is that a big deal? Did you miss the boat on that?
I know.
You're better off buying
Jesus
you're better off
Christ.
buying boxes of this set and trying to fucking get it. Holy fuck.
What?
That card is $1 million.
I know. It's fucking wild.
The fucking Phyrexian version is the cheapest one. Holy shit. And there's 9 printings of this fucking card. Yeah. Well, get them while you can, because they ain't going anywhere. And they're going to be Pioneer Gold for, like, fucking ever. And that's probably why they're at the all-time high, because Pioneer season's coming up. Yeah, everybody's playing them. You need them. They're the fucking best card. They're also are they played in Modern? Let's just look at Old Dread. Hammer Time's playing this deck? Come on. Too many cards for Shieldred. Oh, can't find it. Okay.
You have to type the full name for that.
I'm not doing that. Gonna go back to playing this deck though. Ooh, Sword of Fire and Ice. What's up? Yeah, they're gonna probably replace Blacksmith Skills with that other card. Target your permanents and you. Jesus, that's such a good card. Boros midrange. This is my type of deck. Yeah, I love this deck. I've played this deck before. This is like one of those decks I tried to build. 3 main deck Mana Tithe. Gotta love it. I fucking love that shit.
Gotcha.
Mana Tithe. This is the
You got another man over there, bud?
I want this card. There's a card called. Do you know what the card Rip Apart does?
What?
Rip Apart does.
Yeah, it's like destroys target thing.
Yeah, destroy target artifact or enchantment or deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. I thought that card was so good.
I mean, it was okay for a minute.
Well, I was just
People
able
played
to. People were like playing. What was it called? God, Tony McWin's house. I gotta see who Tony Scamboni is.
Tony. God damn it. Tony Scapone.